welcome to the new episode of Saturday Night Horror. Now tonight we're continuing our look at the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I almost said Friday the 13th. But yeah, we are on A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. I gotta be honest, I'm actually really enjoying this look back at the Nightmare on Elm Street series. As I've said in the previous videos, it's been quite a while since I've seen them, and so far I'm really enjoying it. But of course, we haven't got to where Freddy Krueger is mostly comedian, so I don't know how I'll feel when we get to those ones. But so far, I'm really enjoying this one. This look back at the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Don't remember anything about part 4, except for one scene. I remember Kincaid is in a junkyard, and I guess Freddy's got the car surrounded him, and he's like, "Kristen, Freddy's back!" And then Freddy kills him. Only thing I remember about part 4. So I'm looking forward to watching it tonight. I cooked earlier in the day. I got that footage coming up, so yeah. Let's go ahead and go to the cooking footage, and we'll get this movie started, man.
Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen. Let's go out to the kitchen and have ourselves a snack.
Alright. We're going to get an early start on cooking. Actually, I don't know what to set it on yet. Alright. We'll come do the Jurassic Park movie poster shot when it gets dark. Here we go. Crispy chicken strips. What do we have? Broccoli, green beans, broccoli, and broccoli. I guess we're having broccoli. So there we have it. Crispy chicken strips, broccoli cuts, and we're going to make some mashed potatoes too. So let me get this in the house. Alright. Excuse me. Don't kind of clogged up on me. And do we have? Do we not have? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. I was gonna say, man, I thought we had some. Mashed potatoes. All right. 400 degrees. Now it says 9 to 10 minutes on each side. That is not long enough because they'll come out soggy. I do them for 18 minutes on each side, so they're nice and crispy. So let me get this set up and I'll be back. Alright, so we've got, got the chicken strips on the pan, got our water in here, and then we've got our potato flakes and milk. Next, I'm going to put this broccoli in this pot here. So, see if I can get our... I'm trying to set this up, but I don't... You know what? This sucks. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to set this up, and I have to lay it on the toaster and try not to tip it over. Alright, got some scissors here. See some chunky boy footage. Good night. Wow. There's the broccoli. I'll be back. Alright, we squeezed them in there. So now we're just waiting for the oven to heat up. And once it heats up, we'll put these in for 18 minutes, let them cook. Flip them over another 18 minutes, and we'll go ahead and do the mashed potatoes and the broccoli once we flip these over. So right now, we're just waiting. Alright, so it's been 18 minutes. I flipped the chicken strips over, put them back in the oven. You can hear the microwave in the background where I've got the broccoli going. We're gonna go ahead and start the potatoes. So give me a minute, be right back. Alright, so I put some salt, some butter in there. And we're gonna turn this on high. I'm gonna put a lid on. And when that water boils, we're gonna add the milk, the potato flakes, and potatoes will be done. Okay, the mashed potatoes are done. Those got done real quick. Once that water starts boiling, you just dump that stuff in and start stirring like your life depends on it. So those are done. Got 6 minutes for the chicken strips, a few more minutes for the broccoli, and dinner will be ready. Alright, here's the broccoli, and I burnt the crap out of it, so yay.
Never, never fun, there's always Coca-Cola, yeah. Coca-Cola, always Coca-Cola.
Alright, we're going out here to watch our movie. WWE event is over.
During the season of Discovery, get 2.9% financing for 36 months on all 2023 Mazda.
So let's turn this down first of all.
Mazda of Goldsboro.
Critics agree the Equal X3 is the best of the franchise.
Let's go ahead and turn the light off while we're at it. And we'll see if Bella runs out here where we open up the tray.
On what you want, like a vintage turntable, so you can get back into Vikings. Choice.
There she is.
And 2% cash back.
You heard it, huh, Bella?
Like a new meter for your record.
1, 2, 3. I think this is the
Wells
desk we're
Fargo
looking
Active Cash
for.
Credit Card. That's real life ready.
Hi, Bella.
Hold on to your bikini strings, America.
I can't wait to be my man.
You gonna watch a movie with me?
Oh my God, your summer of love is back.
Hey, you gonna watch a movie with me? Pretty girl. Alright. Hey, Bella. Hello, my Bella. Hello, my Bella. You gonna watch a movie with me? You gonna watch a movie with me, Bella? Probably not. Alright, here we go. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. The Dream Master. What are you doing? What are you doing, Bella? She's playing. Yep. Alright. Play movie. Alright, we're good to go. And of course, we got the throat clearing in the background. Big surprise. Alright, I'm going to watch the movie. I'll be back. Alright, the movie is over. I enjoyed it, but unfortunately, it looks like we're going to start getting Comedian Freddy from now on. He really started hammering home the corny one-liners in this one, so yeah, I think we're in the Comedian Freddy era now, which is unfortunate. But I still enjoyed the movie, though. One thing I noticed, started with part 3, and then that formula kind of continued onto this one. The characters from the previous Nightmare on Elm Street movies get killed off in the new ones. So, spoiler alert. Also, the character of Kristen was played by a different actress. Part 3 was played by Patricia Arquette. In this one, she was played by Tuesday Knight. Yes, that's her real name, Tuesday Knight. So it was kind of weird seeing that was Kristen, but it really wasn't. But, it worked. She wasn't up there too much longer anyway. Another spoiler alert. So, yeah, there were some ridiculous aspects to this one. First of all, the resurrection of Freddy Krueger was absolutely ridiculous. Kincaid, who was in part 3, is in this one. He falls asleep, wakes up in the junkyard, and his dog Jason, yes, his dog Jason, is digging up Freddy's bones. Where the previous movie, Freddy Krueger's bones were buried in this junkyard. Jason the dog is digging him up, and then all of a sudden he pees fire. Yes, he pisses fire onto the spot where Freddy's bones are buried. The earth opens up, the bones form the skeleton, his skin, his organs, whatever, regenerate, and he's resurrected. So basically, a dog pissed fire, the earth opened up, and Freddy Krueger was resurrected. Yeah. So, that was kind of ridiculous. The way Freddy Krueger was defeated in this movie was ridiculous as well. Our new main character, Alice, who is apparently Kristen's best friend, excuse me, she knows a nursery rhyme about the dream mat called the Dream Master, and she knows all this stuff about dreams, how to control them, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Kristen ends up being killed by Freddy Krueger, but before she dies, she gives her powers to pull people into her dreams to Alice. So Alice can now pull people into her dreams. I don't want to spoil... Well, I've already spoiled a lot. So anyway, Freddy Krueger starts killing Alice's friends. And for whatever reason, Alice inherits the traits, abilities, and powers of her friends after they die. So she's got all these special powers and abilities. And at the end, she has the final fight with Freddy. Excuse me. I just had some water, so kind of itchy. She has the final battle with Freddy, and she defeats Freddy because in the dream world, they end up in a church. And Freddy is just, he's unstoppable. All of a sudden, there are children singing the Dream Master nursery rhyme, and Alice remembers it. So she grabs a piece of the stained glass church window, recites the Dream Master nursery rhyme, and I guess the whole holy light comes out of the window, hits Freddy. Jesus, excuse me. And yeah, when it hits Freddy, all the souls of the people he's killed start to separate from his body. And before they separate from his body, they tear him apart. And then all the souls of her dead friends fly out of the church window and up towards heaven. Yeah. So the resurrection and death of Freddy Krueger in this one was a bit ridiculous. The kills were nice. Man, I don't know why, but when I drink water, it really irritates my throat. Jesus Christ. So anyway, the kills were nice, but unfortunately, Freddy really made the transition into comedian on this one. Yeah, he killed a guy in his waterbed. How's that for a wet dream? Kincaid says, I'll see you in hell. Tell him Freddy sent you. Lord. Yeah. So the kills themselves, as I said in the last video, I have absolutely no problem with CGI whatsoever. But I truly believe practical effects are the way to go in horror movies, and the practical effects with this one were great, just like in the rest of them. We had one kill where a girl was doing bench presses, and she's trying to lift the weights, and Freddy's pushing it down, and the force just rips her elbows apart. She then turns into a cockroach and ends up in a roach motel and gets crushed by Freddy, which is really disgusting. We had another kill where it wasn't really a kill. There was a pizza in a restaurant, and meatballs were the faces of Alice's dead friends, and Freddy's picking them up and eating them as they scream for help. Ugh. Yeah, so I liked it, man. Aside from Freddy being a comedian, I actually really enjoyed this one. Like I said, didn't remember too much. All I remember was Kincaid's death, but I really like this one, man. And as I've said earlier, I'm really, really enjoying this look back at the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So we have 2 more to do. Next week we're going to do Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I think it's called The Dream Child, The Dream Baby, something like that. Dream Child. Good God, I said Dream Baby. So we're going to do Part 5. Part 6 is Freddy's Dead. I did a video on that a few years ago, so I'm not going to do that one again. So we're going to do Part 5, and then 2 weeks from now we're going to do Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I'm not going to do the remake. I already did a video on the remake. I do not want to put myself through the hell of watching that piece of crap again. That steaming pile of goat feces. I did a video on Freddy vs. Jason already. So yeah, we're looking at 2 more weeks of Nightmare on Elm Street. Next week we'll do Part 5. The week after that we'll do Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And so that'll be maybe 2 weeks left in September after that. I've got a bunch of horror movies ready to go on a thumb drive. Some of them I've never seen before. And then in October, I'm going to watch one that I've never finished watching. I turned it off because it was so disturbing and gross. I couldn't deal with it, man. I'm not looking forward to watching it again, but I feel like as a horror fan, I have to watch it. And I'm talking about the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, almost 20 years ago, I tried to watch the original. I didn't get very far. I remember there was a part, I don't know if they were trying to escape the house or if they were... Something was going on where they're outside the house and one of the guys got hit in the head with a pan or something, and he hit the ground and started having convulsions, and it looked so real. It grossed me out. It disturbed me so bad that I turned the movie off and have never tried to watch it since. That was almost 20 years ago. So this October, I'm going to bite the bullet, and for the first time ever, we're going to watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But that's next month. Next week, Friday the 13th, Part 5. So, Part 4, I enjoyed it, man. Definitely recommend it. I just hope the comedian Freddy isn't too bad in Part 5. It wasn't too bad in this one, but man, he was really trying to go all out with the one-liners, but luckily the kills kind of took away from the corniness of that. So I'm hoping Part 5 isn't too bad. But I enjoyed Part 4. I've enjoyed all of them so far, but I have to say, out of these first 4 that I watched, Part 3 is still my favorite, without a doubt. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. It's, man, it's 1:20 a.m. I think I'm going to go to bed. So Part 4, I enjoyed it, definitely recommend it. And I'm looking forward to next week, Part 5, The Dream Child. I don't remember a single thing from that one. I know I've watched it years and years ago, but I don't remember anything from it. So with that being said, that is going to do it for this episode of Saturday Night Horror. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode. Y'all have a good weekend. Have a good week. Y'all take care.